President Biden making it crystal clear in raw and emotional remarks that the U.S. stands with Israel. An aircraft carrier is there. The first shipment of arms arrived overnight. Chief Global Affairs anchor Martha Raddatz has the details. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, George. The U.S. will not be sending any of its own troops to join the fight, but the president has promised Israel anything it needs to defend itself and is providing a strong show of force to warn others who may think about attacking Israel. This morning, U.S. firepower now in place off Israel's coast, U.S. munitions on the ground inside Israel. The first plane load of much-needed ammunition landing overnight with more to come, including replenishment for Israel's Iron Dome air defenses, overwhelmed by thousands of Hamas rockets.
We're surging additional military assistance, including ammunition and interceptors, to replenish Iron Dome. We're going to make sure that Israel does not run out of these critical assets to defend its cities and its citizens.
In the eastern Mediterranean, the U.S. has Gerald Ford Carrier Strike Group bristling with air and firepower, with a second carrier strike group possibly on the way.
Let me be clear. We did not move the carrier for Hamas. We moved the carrier to send a clear message of deterrence to other states or non-state actors that might seek to widen this war.
Specifically to deter Iran and Hezbollah, the Iranian proxy to Israel's north in Lebanon, which, like Hamas, has been labeled a terrorist organization. The U.S. fears Hezbollah, which has already fired rockets into Israel from the north, will open a second front in the conflict, but President Biden issuing a clear warning.
To any country, any organization, anyone thinking of taking advantage of this situation, I have one word. Don't. Our hearts may be broken, but our resolve is clear.
U.S. officials say there is no positive evidence that Iran was directly involved in planning or executing the Hamas attack, but they have been providing Hamas with weapons and funding. And with possibly 100 hostages, including American citizens, the Pentagon also offering intelligence assistance from U.S. Special Operations Forces. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also heading to Israel today. George?
Hey, Martha, thanks very much. Let's bring in our military analyst, Steve Gannon. Steve, let's start with that hostage situation right now. I would imagine that Hamas has probably scattered the hostages in different areas. So a special operations action, is that likely?
It's not likely, George. Very, very difficult. As you note, they've probably separated the hostages. Think about all the rubble that's been created in the bombing. They're hiding them in basements. Very hard to know where they are. They're probably not using any communications that could be intercepted. So the big challenge is finding where they are. Then how do you get a special operations team in safely? Then how do you rescue the hostages without being executed? And then exfiltrate them, all while a conventional bombing campaign is going on within Gaza.
And we expect this ground operation to go forward soon as well by Israel. I'm wondering what the end game of that could be, though. We know they want to destroy Hamas, but a long-term occupation is so difficult.
Yeah, something has to be done, George. In the minds of the Israelis, Hamas is Gaza and Gaza is Hamas. So I think that something will have to be done. Think back to the summer of 1945 when Harry Truman was trying to end the war with Japan. He was given two tough choices. One, if he invaded the home islands, estimates of up to 500,000 U.S. casualties, or he could drop nuclear weapons on Japanese cities. We know what choice he made. Benjamin Netanyahu is going to have to make some very similar tough choices.
Steve Gannon, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.